South to South Lab has been established to support our grantees in their work. One of the things that we'll be doing is collecting the lessons that they learn as they implement their projects. Remember, we're working in 12 countries, so we have grantees with very different backgrounds, with very diverse experiences, but yet with working on common issues.
You know, the interesting thing about this place is the importance of having a physical space. That, you know, all the things that we're doing, the learning, the knowledge, etc., to have a physical space that is the nerve center for the entire program, the entire Making Our Voices Count program. So we saw, like, earlier on today, we had a pitching competition. We had young African women, you know, with 7 ideas about how to improve governance in their country, which happens to be Kenya, where we're based. And we had a physical space where they could come to, interact with the judges, and, you know, get feedback and advice on exactly what it is that they were doing and how they can improve on the apps that they're building or the innovations that they're coming through.
We'll also have it online so that anyone who wants to get this information can get it. And by doing so, in a nutshell, what the South to South Lab is about is shortening the learning curve of anyone who's interested in working in the government space, is interested in technology and the work around that.
The South to South Lab also acts as the base of operations for our fellowship and mentorship program. And the really interesting things with these two programs are that they're not traditional capacity building. It's not one-off training and then everyone goes away and hopefully they'll retain that information. It's a continuous program of learning, which is why we're talking about it as capacity development.
So they'll be bringing together government actors, players from civil societies, technologists, entrepreneurs, and other interested officials together, rallying support for Making All Voices Count and really giving local ownership to Making All Voices Count activities in their home countries where they operate.
For me, one of the most exciting things about the South to South Lab is actually in the name, that the learning is coming from South to South. Traditionally, a lot of the work, especially in the development sector, has been North to South. And there is so many learnings and experiences, and actually a lot of the problems faced are much more common between the South to the South.
We've got on the far wall our theory of action, the Making All Voices Count theory of action. So when people walk in and ask, you know, what do you do, how do you work, it's a lot easier and a lot more fun to walk them across the wall and say, you know, we seed innovation, then we scale good ideas, build a body of evidence and research, and the learning feeds back into everything, and we try to generate global attention. Or maybe sometimes you can start with global attention. For example, on the Ebola crisis, has a lot of global attention on what innovations around governance can come out of something like that. Or, you know, road safety, what innovations can come out of something like that. So yeah, that's why we set up this space like this, you know, to be a collaborative working space that's also fun and cool and everyone feels welcome.